Hi, I'm Kyle Pederson, composer of Bringers of Noise, and I'm excited to introduce you to the piece. Two settings for you to consider: tenor bass setting, soprano alto setting. Both invite you into a mythological world where the biggest sounds in that world, the sound of thunder, of exploding mountaintops, of volcanoes, of pounding waves, those sounds are actually caused by bringers of noise, which is a group of supernatural, mythological beings who've hunkered around their drums and bang those drums, making these various sounds. So the choir represents these bringers of noise as they seek to make their voices and sounds known. The piece starts with a low D octave. Into that, have some dramatic narration, and the narrator will say, "In the time before time, all was silent. Soft rains, hushed tones. Then we arrived. Ramps up, the bringers of noise are here." The drums begin, drum solo. Could have a single drummer on up through a gaggle of drummers, playing whatever makeshift or actual drums you have available. Into that, the choir begins to chant, some whispered chanting in a made-up imaginary language befitting this mythological world. So they'll say things like Shiva, Chinak, Kyo, Fu, Shano, Kaisa, Movu, Kya, Hu, Saba. Into that, singing in both English and this made-up language will happen. Some optional vocal percussion in the middle. At the end, a third optional descant part is added for dramatic impact. And at the very end, Kayi Mazano Muehia. And then the audience will hopefully erupt in dramatic applause. Lots of space in this piece for you to lean into the dramatic and make this a real concept piece, whether that might involve special lighting or costumes or light choreography, staging, fire. Both settings are meant to be very accessible in terms of the part writing and the ranges. But though they are accessible, they're also meant to be very high impact. And so a unique piece that your singers and audience will not likely soon forget.